What do you mean? Are we there? We're finally bloody working. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what's happening. That seems to be a really bad signal spot now suddenly. Yet another poor service spot. Or Streamlabs. I don't know. I really don't know. It's not my signal. That's the weird thing, because the game is playing perfectly fine. Game is running smoothly. No issues. Bloody Streamlabs just crashing over and over again. I'm really sorry, people. I'm very, very hacked off right now. I'm going to be checking some updates and stuff like that, and checking Streamlabs and see if there's any issues or glitches with the software of the app at the moment, because I've never had anything happen this problematic. This is ridiculous. It literally got to the point where it wouldn't even start. So thanks for sticking with, people. Yeah, the 600 millionth stream for Joltik Spot Hour. Who bloody knew? Appreciate your patience, people. That's all I can say. It's over 9,000. Honestly, I was just losing my mind with the numbers as well. It's like, do you know what? I've lost track of how many times I've tried to restart the stream. Because not every restart has made it to you guys. So now we're here and just like, well, please don't be like this tomorrow for raid hour, for God's sake. Because if it is going to continue like this, we're going to have to pause the streaming bits until something changes. Honestly, it's so bad. I'm not fussed about new shinies. The problem with the whole new shiny thing for Regieleki and Regidrago is it's such a tiny window as well. It's literally like 4 or 5 days or something. And after such a heavy raid-focused event over the course of the go into the wild and the go wild area, everything was raid focused, and now they're like, oh look, there's 2 new legendary shinies in raids for a limited time window. Oh, come on, man, we've had such a such a raid focus over the last 10 days, it feels. Can we have a break? Not only that, we've also got eggs to chase as well. Which is less than ideal. I'm going to do a few in-person raids, I think, and the odd remote here, but I'm not dropping much in terms of the way of raids. It's going to be an egg thing, that's for sure. Sounds like you need a drink tonight. I need a stiff one, let's just say that. Wilson, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Hope all's good with you. Maybe a new service provider. No, I need a new streaming app. That's why I need new streaming software, but in terms of functionality on iOS, there isn't much choice. Yeah, I appreciate the extra support, my dude. Thank you. Thank you. There's only 10 minutes to go. Can the stream survive that long at least? At least next season's It's a bonus raid hour, or bonus raid pass, sorry. Extra raid passes are always quality. But a shame that doesn't come into effect until December the 1st, so like the last day of the event. Can we get something Galarian and birdish off of our daily incense, just as a consolation prize for how problematic tonight has been? An extra 5 minutes. That covers us until the end of the Spol hour. Yeah, we back, people. Oh, what feels like the 600,000th link, honestly. Welcome into the stream. Or the however many streams there are available on YouTube right now. It's really annoying. I'm so sorry that basically if Streamlabs fails and crashes, I can't reconnect to the old existing link to get it going again. I have to start an entirely new link, which is just ridiculous. And there's something to do with the software. Still could be worse. Run down by somebody. He's driving where there isn't a road. Really don't need lag now, please game, or not game, network, whatever's going. If you've been playing on a brand new Android, then that's very likely. But it's not the game. I can categorically say that. We didn't have issues over the course of the weekend, thankfully. It's just this streaming software. As soon as you add the factor of having to upload on the go with mobile and everything, that causes a problem. I need to look into mobile plans and all kinds of things. It's just yet more problems. Missed seeing you in NYC this year. Oh, you missed out on the incense crew. Oh, damn. Getting to the northern part of the park, an hour into the event. Hopefully you can meet everyone in LA come February. Hopefully you can do. We'll have to see. I definitely want to go. Ian's a goer as well. Goodbye, Joltik. Mark is a maybe at the moment. Just, for us, flying over to America is always a big cost. Yeah, you're Welmer. It's something different. Should write a letter to Santa. All I want for Christmas is a stable streaming software. It's not quite as catchy as a song. Barboach. Yeah. Get the excellent. I'm an idiot. Why did I roar of time it? I always forget. Do you guys do this as well? I honestly forget that if I've roared of time for a certain amount, then there's always the extra 15 minutes of regular daily incense with no, effect on it. I always forget that I have that extra 15 minutes. Oh well. There we go. Okay, here we go, we're safe. Speaking of the devil, there's a balloon. There's the balloon. Saeed, congrats on catching your Galarian Zapdos. Awesome. Was it 0, 1, 2, 3 or imagine a 4-star? We are not raiding tonight. As the stream title and thumbnail hint at. Also, I have, after the weekend, I have no passes or coins left. And on top of that, I'm not adding people from chat. We will be adding a few people on the back of comments on the most recent video. If you want to go to the most recent video from the Go Wild area and comment your in-game name and your friend code, we're going to be adding a few people for tomorrow's raid hour, which is 4 different legendaries. Two of them are brand new as well. Won't be able to remote them much, unfortunately, just due to coin usage, but that's how the game goes. We chose Dialga and Palkia as a priority. Very much sacrifice. To be honest, it's not too bad, because Regieleki and Regidrago are both fairly terrible Pokemon. Regidrago suffers from a horrendous moveset, and Regieleki is just too glassy, combined with a very hefty moveset as well. It's not a spammy thing like it should be. Two more minutes of spot hour, and then we're into a bit of daily incense, and we're going to avoid that stretch of road, which I'm now going to call Death Road. Death for the stream. We will not be venturing in that direction. Thank you, Stormy. I'm fairly sure I've seen you in the stream at the beginning. It is still Joltik Spot Hour for about another minute and a half. Plus the other things. Raisula is very correct. They're not the best, but also they're going to come back at some point in the future. We know that they will. I have to head out and get back to work. Mikey D, thank you very much for sticking through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe 5 or 6 different streams on tonight's problematic service. But thank you very much, dude, for sticking with us. I'm not raiding Palkia or Dialga at the moment. I am done after the weekend. Very much done. Have no remotes, no passes, very little coinage. We need to save stuff for tomorrow's event. That is 7 o'clock. So that is spot hour done. Now we have a little bit of daily adventure incense still to go, which we'll burn on stream before rushing home to quickly eat something for dinner and then jumping on to record our podcast. Episode 199 is being recorded tonight, peeps. There's 198 available for you to download. If you go and check out any podcast platform, the link is in the description. I did way too many raids over the weekend, much up there with Angus as well. I think there's 130 plus Snorlax raids, and then best part of 200 legendary raids, and then God knows how many Toxtricity as well, plus all the Dynamax, the G-Max, and everything. Come on, now I've got a prime chance to get a Galarian bird. That's very much not a Galarian bird, it's a Grubbin. 40 raids from me was a lot. I've got some good stuff. Fabulous to hear. RNG is a funky one. Some people got some stuff, instantly. I know there were people who got Shiny Snorlax first raid and people who took, 100 raids to get it. That's unfortunately the random number generation aspect of this game. Some things happen quickly, some things take an exceedingly long amount of time and checks. I mean, it was about 100 raids of each Palkia and Dialga origin form before I got a shiny of the, or whatever it's called, Sinnoh Tour this year. Went through the whole of LA, didn't get a single Dialga or Palkia shiny. Or a hundo, of course, but that was 100 raids apiece. And then finally getting back into global, got them. Took a long time. Coughing, another shiny. There you go, I was waiting for this shiny Dialga, didn't have any luck, then one Palkia and it was shiny. Burnett. It's a nice spawn. I'll have you for some Stardust. Now, this is the spot where Sue got 3 Galarian birds in a row. And we get a Snorunt. Oh joy. Friends were all big mad. Snorlax in 6 raids, nicely done. The shiny Rockinchew, getting one of those was super tricky to get because only limited encounters. So congrats. And the G-Max Toxtricity and 4 Toxel shinies. I've never heard of anybody getting that many. That's insane. How many eggs did you go through? Jeez, what is this with people telling me how to play the game? Damn. Already said I'm not raiding. I gave them reasons why. And it's not a case of not wanting to, really. It's a case of a lack of raid passes and poker coins. Thanks, Jerry. Thank you. $30 eggs. I think it was a struggle for me to even hatch a Toxel, let alone a shiny. Still no shiny Toxel. I think we've burnt through our 10Ks from the event, so no joy on those, which is a shame. In fact, oh good, we're clear. So we're going to be good and clear for tomorrow in the 7Ks at 10 a.m. when the event starts. Right, okay, we're turning to the right. They probably announced Research Day tomorrow. I heard it's Dragon types. Is that what the season thingy said? Because the Research Day's happening quite soon, isn't it? The 7th of December. So they've got to announce that fairly quickly. Starly, that's very much the wrong kind of bird. Good old Sudowoodo. Still going to be the nest for the next day and a bit. to remember to not spin stops the entire time. Woobat. Oh, wonderful. And a Pidgey. Just do the random shiny checks. Because why not? Since we didn't get a Shiny Joltik on the spotlight, we might as well check the random stuff. Come on, G-Bird. No, a Flygon. That's an interesting one. It's a shame that thing can't be shiny. Season League. Dragon something. I would hold your breath on that one because there was an event, actually there's been quite a few events, where they've labelled them as dragon events, but then they've actually provided not dragon Pokemon, just things that look like dragons, or that happen to have a dragon typing. There was that, I think it was 2020, but that was that Dragon Ascent, or Dragon Ascending event, and it had the likes of Horsey, Trapinch, what else? Swablu. Swablu's a favourite because it's mega. Altaria becomes a Dragon Fairy as a mega. So just hold your breath. If you see dragon, it may not be all it's cracked up to be, in my experience. What else? Oh, Charmander. Charmander is a favourite one for Pokemon Go to put into a dragon event because obviously Charizard kind of looks like a dragon and one of its mega evolutions is a dragon. Bayleaf. Really? Oh, an interesting one. Ooh, Frigibax. Let's hope for that to be shiny. Also, if you guys have seen the season teaser, the season video for Dual Destiny, there are a few clips in there that might be interesting to you. So, Ekans is featured, which apparently corresponds to next year's Chinese New Year being the Year of the Snake. So that might be why that's on there. The only Pokemon that doesn't really feature as part of a Gen 5 kind of thing in there, apart from Ekans and a handful of others, are Sprigatito, which is heavily featured in one clip, and Swablu, which is sneaking in there. And that makes me think that January Community Day will be Sprigatito for the Gen 9 grass starter. And it boils my blood to think that this could be a possibility, but Swablu could horrendously be the Common Day Classic on January the 25th. Which would just be apocalyptically awful. Honestly, I don't think there's anything that deserves a Common Day Classic less than Swablu. I really hope it isn't the case. But the fact that it's featured in the video trailer and it's a previous Common Day Mon, and kind of nothing else on the trailer is, you know, there's a big focus on Pavilion and Scatterbug. That could be an interesting either Common Day or event or something, but I believe it's a Gen 5 Pokemon? I believe. Oh, let's just put it this way. You don't see the likes of Timber on there, which is Gen 5, had a Common Day in the past, you know. You don't see Drillbur featured on there, even though it's Gen 5 and quite a good shiny, etc. You see Sprigatito, which isn't too bad actually. It's a lovely, lovely Pokemon, a good starter. But Swablu, and no. I would take Satoddle Common Day over that, honestly. But it could very well mean, people, that we are going to see the Gen 9 starters get their community days in 2025 well ahead of Generation 8 Pokemon, which could be interesting. Is it Gen 6? I lose track as well, don't worry. That's why I was questioning. I'm not sure. Pavilion and Scatterbug, they could be Gen 6. Somebody out there probably knows. I'll have a look at the Pokédex, actually. That might help. Yeah, it's Gen 6. There we go. Is it Gen 6? Is it hiding in there somewhere? Yes, it's Gen 6. Yeah, you're quite correct. Chansey. But yeah, if we look, Unova. There's quite a few things that could get featured. Which will be interesting. Be a good opportunity. Apparently, this should be shiny, given we've had the shiny white stripe. We should get the blue and red stripe shinies. Obviously the shiny regionals will be part of the Unova Tour. And since there's only one other Pokemon that's left from Unova that isn't shiny eligible just yet, which is Deerling and Sawsbuck, that will very likely wait. They won't do an event and throw it away before Unova Tour. That will be a Unova Tour biome specific thing. This is just like raid hours over and over again. Look at this, we've got raids hatching all at 8 PM. All over the place. What's going on? Crazy. Will there be wild Terrakion? We have no idea. There's so many legendaries in Gen 5, it's crazy actually. There's Zekrom, Reshiram and Kyurem. There's Thundurus, Landorus and Tornadus. 2 different versions of those. So there's the Incarnate and Therian forms of those. So that's 6 more legendaries. Then there's the Terrakion, Virizion and Cobalion. And then you're not even factoring in the mythicals of Victini and God knows what. Is there a meet-up in Ealing? There very likely will be a meet-up in Ealing for Global Unova Tour. That I can pretty much guarantee you. Fanfi. Cute little spawn. Still not a shiny. Come on. It'll be interesting to see how they do things. Obviously the regionals will be new shiny and they'll be in eggs. There'll be a mythical for special research, which I think will be the only paid aspect of the global tour, because they'll be doing how they did it last year with free ticket, no ticket event, but then you can buy the Master at Research and you can buy something else as an add-on. Stonger. Nice. Try and be there. Fabulous, Angus. It should be a good event when we get around to it. Crazy to think it'll be the beginning of March 25 when that comes into play. I mean, if anybody's looked at the new season post, actually, there's a few events that we can definitely work out. So there's going to be the release of Sinistea and its evolution, Poltegeist, which would be really cool to go and get. Very interesting design. Gigantamax Lapras is going to be featured because that was on the imagery as well. That's likely to be the Max Battle Day that's on, I think it's the 8th of December. I hope they give us some more bits and pieces, because they have advertised it as a Max Battle Day, which should mean it's a limited window but highly boosted kind of appearance, which would be really cool compared to the Gengar stuff. The Gengar thing was a bit hit and miss in terms of it being 4 days. This should be, it's likely to be a 3-hour window. Maybe they'll expand it because of how difficult it's going to be, but Gigantamax Lapras in December is cool, that's for sure. And honestly, YT, yes, we saw them on the video trailer, so it's good to see that Necrozma and the Fusions will be coming back in the next season at least. If it's going to be a raid day, that'll be even better, because that's what the 12th of December is, I think, scheduled to be. Anybody who missed on the Go Fest. Honestly, for me, if it's an Necrozma raid day, it's Shundo or bust. We've got so many of them still from New York and Global and everything. But that'd be quite good. Come on, we've got 1:20 left and our spawns are herdier. That thing needs to disappear from daily incense, honestly. Getting close on the XP for 45. Angus, good stuff, dude. Keep on grinding, keep on hitting those excellence, and you'll rack up the XP. Plus, there's all the XP boosted events. There'll be the Com Day weekend, what is it, December the 21st and 22nd. There'll be very likely 2 times catch XP, 2 times Stardust for catching, and then half egg distance, because they like to do a kind of combination of all the different Com Day bonuses they do. Nidoran male. If we're thinking about, if we think ahead, people, actually, this could be quite interesting. Think ahead to G-Max Lapras. You're going to be wanting electric and grass types, and Toxtricity fits the bill very nicely. So if you picked up a Gigantamax one or a Dynamax of those, they'd be quite good to prep for. You've also obviously got Rillaboom and Venusaur. And there we go. That is Scorbunny, which I think will be the final spawn. Please get in the ball, for God's sake. And that, Daily Incense done, featuring a lot of Joltik, but no Shinies and no G-Bird tonight, unfortunately. Shame. The final check. Obviously, we hatched the Hundo Jangmo, but there was nothing further than that. But we did pick up a Nundo Joltik. Oh, very cool. Random 0% IV Joltik from the night. That's rather cool to add that to the collection. Lovely. Fantastic. Little Nundo is definitely a nice prize, but right now it's 7:20 in the evening. I need to go and grab something to eat quickly before jumping on to record the podcast episode tonight. Episode 199. It's going to be landing in your podcast hitboxes on Sunday. So follow Incensed Podcast, like the item. The item in-game, Incensed, but with a D at the end, obviously. Search us up. You can listen to this. There's 198 episodes available. But thank you very much for joining, everybody, or joining what turned out to be about 5 or 6 different links, unfortunately, thanks to Streamlabs crashing constantly. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the super chat, Wilson, as well. And a big shout out to the mods for constantly going through the different links and helping me manage the streams and everything. Honestly, awesome. Thank you so much. But I'll see you all tomorrow for the Quad Legendary Raid Hour, which is going to be chaotic. If you want to join that, go and watch the Go Wild area event video from the weekend. It's available on the channel, and you can comment your in-game name and your friend code on that video. That'll be the way to do it. I'm going to go through tomorrow afternoon and add people, having gone out and filmed the finale max out event. But until the next time, I'm actually cutting the stream off myself now.